Hi guys. OMG. Bitch, what the fuck? Okay. Guys, welcome to Hey Boss Babes. Hey Boss Babes. Welcome to my first ever YouTube video. Yeah, like, oh my gosh guys, like I'm so nervous. I have no idea what to do, what to say. This is so nerve-wracking, like you have no idea, but we're doing it. We want to do this. I'm finally pursuing my dream. Yeah, like I'm gonna stop looking to the side. I'm just looking at myself because I'm obsessed with myself, unfortunately. But yeah, like, oh my gosh, if you're watching this video, thank you so much for supporting my dreams. This is my biggest dream ever. I've always wanted to do this, but I've always just like been pushing it back for years. When I say years, I mean years. But here we are. I feel like it's gonna get easier and better, like just speaking to a camera, and like I just know my neighbors can see me through my window, and you know what, it really doesn't matter, you know. Ooh, come on, here we are. Ooh, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, like, so obviously you can see from the description below that this is gonna be a lash tutorial. This is gonna be the first video of many, especially for this specific series. It's gonna be called Zim Girls Get on Your Zoom. No, or Zim Girls, It's Time to Get on Your Zoom. I have no idea. If you guys don't like it, I'll change it. Like, it's cool, like because this series is specifically for you guys. Like, it really is for you guys. I'm just like so excited. I really want to like help with beauty tips specifically for Zim girls, specifically the Zim girls residing in Zim. But if you're international anywhere, this is also for you. Yeah, we're just gonna be doing whatever. And yeah, there's gonna be so many videos coming up soon. If you have any ideas or suggestions, don't be afraid to share. Yeah, like I just feel like we're just not like helped out enough. We don't have enough like exposure, and like people just end up settling for less when it comes to like beauty tips and everything. It's either, oh, it's not in Zim, or oh, we don't have the right products, or like it's too expensive if it's in Zim, all that stuff. But it's there, like you just really have to look. Like, I'm gonna tell you, like most of my products I'll be using here are either from Zim, or like they're just alternatives that, and I will find like products that you can use in Zim, but it will just like all be there for you. What else? Like, yeah, what else is there? What else? What was I gonna say? But yeah, all my products are gonna be affordable. Don't worry, I'm not gonna make you go buy Fenty Beauty in Zim. Like, that's gonna like, everything on here is gonna be super affordable. Everything is gonna work out. Most of my things are going to be non-Zessa friendly, so don't worry about that. Everything is gonna just like every tip I'm gonna give, well, most tips, I can't make promises, but most of my tips, they're just gonna work for everyone. Okay, they're gonna work for everyone. Like, even if you're broke, okay, you're probably gonna find like, maybe you'll end up spending like 20 bucks. I know that can be a lot for some people, but like that's like getting the cheapest products. So don't worry guys. That's enough chit chat. I know it's my intro video and everything, but I feel like that's enough chit chat. Otherwise I'll keep rambling. Let's just get straight into the video.
Can't get this from nowhere else. It's only Genoa.
What you trying to do?
Sorry. Oh my gosh, it's actually recording. Like, imagine if it wasn't recording. Oh my gosh, I would fucking freak out. Like, okay, so I'm obviously gonna start with the products we're gonna be using today. This is specifically for like lash clusters. That's what I'm gonna be doing. If you guys want a tutorial on strip lashes, I can do that for you, no problemo. But I just feel like we need, I don't know, once you get into lash clusters, you can never go back to strip lashes. And there's just something about lash clusters, like, especially if you can't afford to go get your lashes done, this is the best alternative. Or you're getting your lashes done but you just don't like how they look because you just go in for a cheaper alternative, you know. So this is like just gonna be worth it. The amount of money spent on this is incredibly cheap. Like, you're gonna be like, what? There's no way, girl. Yes way, you oh my goodness. Like, okay, right, so we're gonna start with the tweezers, right? These are my tweezers. Look at that. I love these. See that point? So I got these, like, the first time I got my lash set, I was actually like trying to get stuff to practice to be a lash tech, but I just decided I don't think I want to do that, so I got these. But I'd still gotten these ones, and to be honest, I feel like it was the best decision ever. Like, the different types of tweezers, so you can get like the ones you prefer, but I got these ones because every lash tech said they wanted these ones, like these are the best ones. And yeah, I'm so glad I got them. I ended up getting another pair, a different style. Let me show you guys. So I got like two tweezers. These two, honestly, like, these are also like recommended to just have as a lash tech and all of that. So I ended up getting them like actually recently, really recently. I got this one last year, August. Still here, it's still surviving. I have these two. I've never used them before, but obviously everyone says it's about preference, but I just feel like these are the best for me. I will be so real, the first time I had to use them, I felt like I was gonna poke my eye out. Like, I was so terrified, and I know it's so scary having to bring these so close to your face. You're just gonna be like, oh my god, like, hey, what's going on? Like, oh my gosh, like, what's going on? But it was worth it, to be honest. I don't use these a lot. A lot of lash techs also recommend these ones. You see like that little bend it's got? See that little bend? Yeah. And there's also these ones. Yeah, like, yeah, a lot of lash techs also like recommend these ones, but it's, at the end of the day, it's all about preference. Okay, I got these in Zim. Yeah, in town. I went into town the first time I got my first ever like anything lash related. I went into town, and at that time I was shopping at Eastgate Market. Yeah, I go to like, I like to go somewhere cheap to get my stuff. So every time I like see something on TikTok, the first place I'm going is Eastgate Market. If you haven't been to Eastgate Market, go there now. If you like or ever liked Kwame Mall, go to Eastgate Market. It's like the new Kwame Mall. I'll be so real with you, it is so much better than Kwame Mall now. Like, when Kwame Mall first became popular, like, it was so great. Everything that they had, like, so many different things, and it was so affordable. But now, like, they just don't have that many stuff, and everything's so pricey. Like, it's just not worth it at the end of the day anymore. But these ones, okay. But yeah, what was I saying? Like, yeah, so Eastgate Market is literally the place to go. If you don't know where Eastgate Market is, it's literally opposite the road from Eastgate Mall. Okay, I'm sure we all know where Eastgate Mall is, especially if you live in Harare. At the end of the day, if you don't know where any of these things are, be like me and Google everything. Just Google everything. It's really not that hard. But yeah, like, if you're gonna go shopping in town, remember to have the whole day planned out. Anyways, next thing, the glue. I saw this on TikTok before I left Zim. I saw this on TikTok. They're all like, oh yeah, if you're looking for an affordable lash glue, buy Ardell. It's like $5. It's so cheap, blah blah blah. And then I see it in town at Eastgate Market, and I was like, huh? And I was like, okay, even if, like, I wasn't expecting it to be this small, but when I went back online and saw, I was like, oh my gosh, I looked at the measurements, and I was like, oh, it's literally what it's supposed to be. Like, even if I bought it online, it was going to be this small. Like, I was expecting it to be a big, like, jar from the picture that they would show, but it's actually this small. But I've had this since August last year, August of 2023. It's September 2024 now, and it's still there, and I use it so often. Okay, I use it so often. It was $5, Eastgate Market. Okay, obviously I don't have my first set of lashes anymore, but yeah, last but not least, we've got the lashes. Okay, these are not my favorite lashes. I usually buy from Shein or Amazon, but this time for some reason I just bought them off AliExpress. I just don't like the curls, but like everything else is nice. Like, I don't like the curl style. I usually get CC curl, but for these ones I got D curl because they just didn't have CC curl for these lashes, and I really liked these lashes, and I just thought, it's probably just gonna be like the same. It's not the same. I don't like them, but it's fine. Like, I'll explain that later in the video and how I fixed it basically. You can also find these Eastgate Market. Yeah, they're all there. It's all there. If you buy on Shein or AliExpress, these are like £2 something, sometimes £1, sometimes £3. Amazon, they're gonna be £5. It's gonna look like something like this. Okay, as you can see, it's finished. Okay, the first time I bought a set like this in Zim, it was a set like this. Okay, that's what I got in Zim. Yeah, I also got these from AliExpress. Yeah, I also got those from AliExpress. I recently got these just for this video actually. Amazon is gonna be, so yeah, Amazon's gonna be like $5. AliExpress and Shein is like $2. Sorry, no, my bad. £2 on AliExpress, that's like $3. £2 on AliExpress and Shein, £5 on Amazon, that's like $7. If you're in Zim, like, this is gonna be like $5. Okay, you can always find somewhere cheaper, but you're probably looking at £5, like $5. So like, yeah, but you might end up getting more rows. So the more rows, the better. Okay, it doesn't have to be like this big, but the more rows, the better. Why? Because each row should be a different length, and you should know that because there should be a number right next to them, or a number like at the top, like on the front cover. If it's just on the front cover, one number, like saying like 16 mm, it means they're all the same length. I wouldn't recommend that, because you'd want something like this. These are all the same length. These are, I think, 16 mm, all of these, and then these are like 9 to 16 mm. So there's a whole range. So like obviously the top one's like 9, going down 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, all the way to 16. It's really that simple. Also, I forgot the last thing. You actually don't need this, but I would die without this. Oh, it's dirty. Don't. I use it all the time. Okay, like my lash ring. Yeah, it's obviously filthy, but this is my lash ring. I also got this in Zim. They were quite expensive. Okay, not expensive, but like you can get them so much cheaper. I got these $1 for 3, right? On Shein you can get them like $1 for 50. Yeah, but I was even like $1 for 3, like, what do you think this is? And they just look at me like, yeah, and I was like, whoa, I'm not trying to fight anybody, so I just bought them. And yeah, I would die without this. You don't need it, but I love it. I absolutely love it. I love my lash ring. I love my lash ring. Oh my god. Anyways, this is my lash ring. Yeah, I think we should just get into it. As you can see, my lashes right now are bare, and you can see I basically have no lashes, so this is gonna work for anybody. Okay, you don't need long lashes, but also I will just like tell you now, warn you now, like wearing lashes all the time is gonna damage your natural lash unless you do lash care. Me personally, I've never cared about my lashes. Before I did lash clusters, I did lash strips. So yeah, okay, yeah, let's get into it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so I'm just gonna bring my little mirror over here. I'm gonna bring my little mirror so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, so it's not gonna be that hard for me. Yeah, okay. So basically, you're gonna have to take your time. Also, sorry for the lash glue. This is like, this lash glue can last you over a day. So like, I mean, like when you use it, like your lashes will last longer. Like you're looking at least 3 days to up to 2 weeks, basically. Depends how well you apply your lashes and how well you take care of them. If you're not into keeping your lashes on for that long, just get normal glue, like duo glue or whatever you use for your strip lashes. It'll still do the same job with the lashes. It's just about preference, how long you want to keep them on. If it's just for your makeup for the day, or maybe you've got a long day, you're maybe going for a day trip and you just want your lashes to stay on, that type of stuff. Or if you're actually looking for something where you wake up with your lashes on, then you get a glue like this. I don't know much about other glues, but there's one glue I have been warned about on almost every single website I go to. I don't remember what it's called, but I will put up a picture of it and probably the name, like probably like right here, like right there, just like right there, or maybe like right there. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, okay, let's get into it. So basically, first of all, just take your time, guys, okay? Take your time. I'm not really gonna show you how to style the lashes because the style is all about preference, okay? I'm just gonna show you how to apply lashes, basically. But this is how I usually style my lashes. I used to do a lot, like way bigger lashes, but lately I like my lashes itty bitty, very cutesy, very demure, very mindful, you know? Okay, so like we've got 9 to 16 here. Okay, I'm gonna do kind of a cat eye style. Always remember to make the inner corner with like the tiniest, the smallest lash length you can get. So the smallest one I have here is 9 mm. If you can get as small as 7 mm, go for it because it looks a lot more natural. And then if it's got like that little dramatic effect, like of going like cat eye, basically, because cat eye, like you go from small here to big. Like I'll just put up a picture so that you like understand. Anyways, but like even if you like big lashes, this is still gonna work. It's all about application, not about the styling. Yeah, so I obviously have to get the glue. So I've got my lash ring over here. Let me just take out some of this glue. See how easy it is to take it out. Okay, it's not that easy, but see how useful my tweezers are? I do this all the time and they still haven't broken. Imagine they break during this video. I will cry. I will cancel my YouTube channel like right now because why? Oh my gosh, I wish you guys could see this from my angle. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Ooh. Anyways, that was very anticlimactic. Like, it's basically all out, but I just love taking it out, that I just have to get it all the way through. Okay, so basically it's not that clean, but this is what it looks like basically. I don't know why it's divided into two for this type of style, but honestly it doesn't really matter in my case, because usually I would be okay with just like one thing without a divider. I know they're the heart-shaped ones. The heart-shaped ones are so cute. They are really good. They say they're like beginner friendly, but I feel like it would just confuse a lot of people, because like the middle part is where you're supposed to put the glue, and the outer part is for when you're basically applying and you have to remove the excess glue. Okay, so we're gonna do this now. I'm just gonna check if my phone didn't stop recording. We're good, guys. So I always just like put it like that instead of just making it messy and putting it everywhere. Like, there's no point. I'll probably need just about that. I might refill. I'm probably gonna refill it because yeah, it doesn't really matter. Just take your time, okay? Like, that is the most important thing about doing these things. Take your time, guys. Like, it's really confusing. The best time I ever did this, it took me like an hour to do my lashes, but now I can do them in like, and then like after like a few months, like I think like after like 2 months of just doing them all the time, it started taking me like 15 minutes. Now I can do them in like 5 minutes if I need to, but usually it just takes me like 15 minutes. Oh, we're gonna start with the outer corners. I like to start with one side. If I'm in a rush, I do one or the other. Okay, I do like the outer corner of each eye, going basically, but I like to do one eye at a time. Okay, and I know like the worst part is like being afraid that you do one eye so good and then the next eye is just like gonna be so shit, and it's like, oh my gosh, what the actual fuck. But then it's really fine, guys. At the end of the day, just take your time, okay? Don't forget to take your time, because Rome wasn't built in a day, okay? And if you rush yourself and just say, oh yeah, that's good enough, next thing, you're a meme. And for what? For what? I was literally meant to be posting this video today, but I've delayed it until next week. But yeah, guys. Oh, I'm so excited. Let's do this. I like to keep my thing, like my tweezers, like free of glue, because it actually does disrupt the whole process. Like right there, if they're sticky or just clunky, they just become harder to use. So for this one, I've got 9 to 16 mm, so I'm gonna use 16. Going down, I'll probably use maybe a 14 and go all the way down to a 10, and then 9s, a bunch of 9s. Okay, so yeah, I will do that, and then yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. So basically, because I'm doing a cat eye, the problem with the cat eye is, like, you know how it's going like little lashes all the way to the big lashes to get this like cat eye effect? Obviously, like, you get the gist. Just because the outer one has to be the biggest lash, like, don't think that's what you're supposed to do. Like, the problem is sometimes it starts to look really funny. So I like to get like somewhere between like a middle length lash, somewhere in the middle here, and start with that one just on the outer part, and then I start my lashing from the biggest. I feel like it makes it look better, basically. I don't know how to explain it, but it's just better that way. Oh my gosh, guys, like, my biggest fear literally just happened. I was speaking for a whole 20 minutes I even did my one eye. I literally did my one eye and it wasn't recording. It wasn't recording. I was just yapping to myself for a good 20 minutes. I was just yapping to myself for a good 20 minutes, okay? Like, look, I was literally...
You cannot be for real. Oh my god, you for real.
At least, like, no, I noticed before I got to the next eye, so I'm just gonna have to go over this all over again. I looked at my storage. I realized I downloaded 10 gigs worth of movies. Yo, gonna go through it again. I just was like yapping for a good 10 minutes, but boom, 20 minutes. 20 minutes, and now the sun's setting. And this is just, oh, what a way to start my channel. What a freaking way. What? We're gonna do this again. I've literally finished this one. I haven't like really finished it. I'm left with like one last thing to do. I was gonna show you guys at the end because they do look a little crazy, and they do look that way because of the lash curl. Remember when I said I usually use CC curl, but this time I bought D curl thinking it's round about the same, but it's really not the same because this is giving strip lash. This is giving, I don't know what it is. It's just looking so funny right now. We're gonna do this all over again, okay? For the outer lash, so we're the biggest lash because it's a cat eye, we're gonna go with 16, okay, to 9. I'm really beaten down now, guys. I was yapping. I was yapping. Like I said, middle lash, we're gonna get a lash from the middle for the like outer one, okay? So we're gonna start with, like, we have to start from the outer. You don't start from the inner, okay? I'm so done. Let's cancel the whole channel. I'm gonna get, since it's like 9 to 16, I'm just gonna get myself a 10. Okay, I'm gonna get myself a 10. Like the way I like to rip it out, like, because it's stuck on there, obviously, as you can see, they're stuck on. You're gonna take your tweezers and grab the entire, what was I doing? Grab the entire base, okay, like that, the entire base of the lash, and you rip it upwards. See, simple. If you do funny business, you're gonna end up with a lash that's like that. Just gonna get my little mirror so I can see nicely, obviously. And yeah, I've still got it in my hand, in my tweezers. Okay, with this type of tweezers, don't use the corner like this because it can easily like slip out and fall out because they're so tiny. I know sometimes you want to just like grab it with your hand, and like using tweezers, like for the if you've never used tweezers before, I know it's gonna be like super duper annoying. So like it just gets easier. Listen carefully, okay? Anyways, let's do it. Okay, we're gonna take that lash, right? You're gonna slightly dip it in. Gonna dip it in just a little bit, okay? Don't put it all in and then try to remove the excess glue, okay? Because it's just gonna get really chunky and really messy. Just gonna put it in like that. Do you see that? Just like really simple, okay? Like that. Like, you know when you're trying to cool down the porridge, that's what you're doing here. You're cooling down the porridge with the lash, okay? What we're gonna do is we're gonna brush, okay? You're gonna brush. I don't know if I got this in the last clip, but also, like, especially like if your lashes get tangled together, just get a spoolie and just brush your lashes, okay? Just brush them a little, keep going, like, to spread them out. The application will be so much easier, okay? So you're just gonna brush your lashes with the glue, because you're just trying to put the glue onto the lashes. And because I'm using lash glue for like lash techs and all, the glue dries quite quickly. Not that quickly, but quite quickly compared to like strip lash glue. So there's no like waiting and fanning and all of that. You just apply it just there. Don't apply it on your whole lash, because you're gonna end up doing that every time, and by the time you get to the last lash, like, there's just gonna be so much glue, it's gonna look like it's just gonna be all chunky, and the application's gonna be all weird, and you're gonna be really uncomfortable with the lashes on. And then, okay, we've done that. Don't wait too long. Don't yap like me. You're gonna dip it again, okay? We're only dipping it. We only dip it twice. The first time to brush the lashes, and the second time. Okay, now you're just gonna do the whole brushing again, like once or twice. You don't really need to. And then get it as outwards as you can, and just leave it there. See? Okay, now we're gonna start the whole, now we're gonna actually start the styling. We're gonna get a 16 mm. Okay, oh, I did that right. Put it down. You can put it down if you need to, and then pick it back up. Get your grip nicely, okay? Dip it. Yeah, cool the porridge. Yeah. And then you're going to brush. Remember not to put too much glue, because if you put too much glue, then it's going to be all chunky, and because you're obviously double dipping. And then you're going to like overlap it, okay? Overlap the lash right there. Now what I would say to do is make sure like the base of the lash, you know that lining it's got, that little lining it's got right over here, right there, that lining, okay? Make sure it's like parallel to your eyeline. Don't put your lashes, these lashes, onto your eyeline, okay? You're actually just leaving a little bit of lash down there. And if it's your first time and you happen to put it far away, like over there, as long as it's got a good grip and you feel comfortable, that's a good start. There's really nothing wrong with that, to be honest, because they're on your lashes anyway, so it doesn't really make a difference. But over time you'd want to get it closer to your lash line, just not on your lash line. See, now I'm really struggling because this is my left side and I'm really bad with my left side. I was gonna do my left side off camera, but now I have to do it on camera. Okay, I'm gonna redo that one for you guys because I wanted to show you how to stack the lash, because I did that on the other eye as just to show you guys, okay? Now, like, obviously, like, if your lashes, sometimes they're not gonna look this thick, and they might just not be this type of thickness, and you're just not unhappy with your lashes. You feel maybe they're too thin. For example, these ones are a lot thinner. The thickness is a lot less than this one. Like, I hope you can see the difference. And maybe you want them as this, like this thick, but you've only got these type of lashes. It's really simple. You just stack your lashes. If you ever stacked your strip lashes, this is really, really easy for you. It's simple maths. Okay, like, you just get that lash, okay? The first lash, you dip it, right? Simple, right? Get the second one, dip it too, right? That's simple. And then you just stack them and make sure the bases are like in line. Now, it can get a little bit messy, and then you just kind of like press it down, not too much because it can get really messy. You don't want to like do that. And if you're new to stacking, I would say wait for the glue to dry a bit more before you dip it again, okay? You're gonna dip it again. Oh, now I'm doing too much. We're going to brush as usual, but because we've double dipped, we don't really need to put it again. And then overlap as usual, and boom. Boom, it's that simple. So you literally have to stack every lash when you do this. If you don't want to do it on every lash, then you just have to get creative with the styling. That's all up to you. But yeah, so I've put like 2 16s now. Obviously at the edge I put a 10mm. These are 2 16s. I put a 16, so I put a 10mm, a 16, and another 16. Now I'm gonna go down to a 14 as I did on the other eye, but you guys didn't see that. Obviously grab the whole base, pull it upwards. Really simple. And take your time. Just take your time. Just take your time. Just take your time, okay? And then you're gonna slather that on, slather that on. Also, another thing that I always forget to mention, because it just doesn't happen to me anymore, if you get like Lash Tech glue, like glue for Lash Techs, you know, with their professional work, it's gonna be so irritating to your eyes, because the fumes are like, they really irritate your eyes. That's why, like, when you see those pictures of girls like getting their lashes done, and they just got their lashes done and their eyes like super red, and you're just thinking, oh my gosh, like this Lash Tech has no idea what they're doing. They probably just don't know that it's the glue fumes. So you're literally supposed to keep your eyes closed during a lash session until the glue dries. But I feel like a lot of lash techs don't know this, or like the lash clients can be like really stubborn, and then they open their eyes before they're meant to, and then now their eyes are like burning. Like, it's not like painful, it's just like really uncomfortable. It's like super uncomfortable. And yeah, like, to be honest, like, if you're gonna use this type of glue, any Lash Tech glue, it's going to happen, okay? Like the first time, and mind you, it took me like over an hour to like do my lashes. My eyes were literally burning the whole time. Like, it's so uncomfortable, but it's not painful. Like, it's really uncomfortable. Like, it's this little burning sensation, and you think, oh my gosh, because the glue's doing that to me, if it touches my eyes, it's even worse. Trust me, it's really not. It's gone into my eyes, it's poured into my eyes before. It's really not that bad. I just usually just close my eyes and then open them once like I'm super teary, and then it all just comes out. But like, it's really not that painful. It's just really uncomfortable. All of it is just like really uncomfortable, but I've been doing it for so long now, it doesn't happen anymore. But if you're not okay with that uncomfortability, then just go with like temporary glue, like the duo glue, like for lash strips and all of that, the temporary type of, yeah. But otherwise, if you want your lashes to stay for 2 weeks, then do this. Like, it's really not that bad. You'll get over it, sis. And then after this, I don't even remember what I used anymore. I just feel like I didn't use a 14, but I think I did. We're gonna move on to a 12, right? Same thing. Okay, really and truly, it's not that bad, guys. I'm telling this to myself, to be honest. Just check if this is recording. We're still live, guys. Boom. Look at me. Look at my face. It's already coming together. Like, I literally put on a full face of makeup. Like, lashes really change your face. Honestly, like, they really do. Like, I've got a tad bit of makeup on. I'll be so real with you. But it's like literally just concealer. But that's it. That's it, literally. And it really changes your face. Like, I remember there was a time I would spend like a month straight without lashes on. Like, when they would come off, I put them on instantly. This one time I was like, let me give my eyes a rest. I removed my lashes. I'm looking at my face, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, my eyes are freaking deformed. I thought the lash glue did some damage and now my eyes were swollen or deformed, but like, I had actually literally forgotten my eye shape. I literally forgot what my eyes looked like without lashes on. I was like, oh my goodness, what is going on with my face? What's going on? What's wrong? Oh my gosh, I'm fucked. And I was thinking, how am I gonna go to class like this? Like, I was so stressed. But yeah, guys, like if you feel a lash is out of place too, don't be afraid to just pull it off. Like, do you see how the pointy part of those tweezers were literally facing my eye like this? Like, I just pluck that out. Like, it really gets like that eventually, guys. Like, you will not be afraid. Like, you learn control. It gets so much easier. And like, I know it's been a year and you're thinking you've been doing this for a year. Like, it got easier for me like 3 months in, to be honest. 3 months in. And yeah, like, yeah, I'm just gonna re-dip that because that's obviously dried now. But yeah, honestly, I feel like when you brush the glue onto the lash, you get better retention. Trust me, it is 100% worth it, because I feel like that's where all of it is. Because when you put it on, it just wants to stick. It wants to stick. So like when you dip the next time, like you can do like the brush method. You brush it basically, but then you let it go and you kind of do like a follow through with your hand, and like it's just perfect. And like, but like, don't let it fly away. Like, have some control. Don't think, oh yeah, brush, let it go, and then it'll just fall off and now you can't find your freaking lash. But yeah, now I'm going on to 10mm. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing. Now I feel like the hardest part about lash clusters is the styling, figuring out what and where to put like the different lengths. Okay, don't then think, oh yes, I'm just gonna do one length, because you're gonna look absolutely crazy unless that is the style you're going for. If you just want all 16mm or all 10mm, whatever. I'm gonna do an 9mm now. Like, that's the hardest part, the styling part. The application, trust me, it is so easy. If you're afraid to style, I'm gonna give you a little tip if you stay until the end. Okay, as I was saying, like, if you stay until the end of the video, I'm gonna give you a little like lash styling tip for beginners. If you're afraid to style the lash clusters, I'll give you a little tip. Like, I'll probably make a whole video on it another time, because I would do this all the time. I would still do it if I wanted to from time to time, but I just don't have the stuff for it anymore. Okay, I think that is too much. Ooh, that's just a bit too much. Like, I'm putting that lash nowhere. Do you see the difference? That one's like doing a bit too much. That one's doing not enough. It's doing just enough, actually. Ooh, there we go. Really? So now the last step, honestly, is just press, because you've given the lash glue to dry a bit more, and now you can like set it in, because you're gonna like apply the lashes like really lightly. Don't do too much with them, and then at the end you can now press, because the glue is probably like dry, but like 90% dry, not like all the way dry. So yeah, if you're scared to do this, because look at how close this thing is to my eyeline, you literally just have to close your eye and just see, not that bad, and it really kicks it in. Yeah, see. Now, like I said before, probably didn't get it on my phone, but I did say this, like, I look a little crazy, and it's because of the lash curl. Like, but if I close my eyes, I look kind of cute, but when I don't, I look kind of crazy. So let me like close my blinds first, because now like everybody can see me. This is kind of cute, kind of cutesy, I don't know. Anyways, this is literally my last step for these lashes. I'm gonna get a lash curler because the lash curl for these ones look kind of like strip lashes, and strip lashes are more straight. CC curls are a lot more curly, and that's what I like. So I'm gonna curl these. Okay, so if you're gonna do this, listen up, okay? Because I know like Lashes and Zim, sometimes they don't like give all this information what type of curl it is. They don't give like the the thickness. They usually give up the then everything else is not given, like the thickness and the what was I saying, the lash style and the lash curl. Basically, like they don't give any of that most of the time. And sometimes you just don't know, like you just don't know, and sometimes you already have the stuff in your place and you're thinking, I don't really want to buy more stuff again when I've got some in the house. So you might as well just use what you've got and make it work. Like I said, if you feel it's not thick enough, stack them. And yeah, this is literally gonna work, okay? Don't want to buy lash clusters right now. Like I said, I've got a tip for you guys, okay? So we're gonna take these, okay? We're not gonna put it all the way to like where the lashes are and then curl. No, I'm telling you right now, you're gonna look crazy. Do it. Don't listen to me. Do it, and you're gonna see how crazy you're gonna look, because if you curl right from the base, the lashes are gonna go like this away from your eye. You want them to kind of like lower, kind of like that, okay? Like in a nice cutesy way. So what we're gonna do is, okay, we're gonna put the lash curler, right? And then we're gonna go a bit outwards, kind of at the ends, and press. Oh my god, that is painful. Okay, like it's really that simple. So I'm like literally gonna take the lash curler and like I'm not gonna take it to the base, okay? I'm gonna split it into half. There's the front, the inner half, and the outer half, okay? So for the inner half, like it's okay if the freaking curler is pushing against the other lashes, it's fine, honestly. But like I'm gonna do like go midway into the lash and curl it, and then for the outer ones I'm gonna literally do the ends and curl them. Basically that's all I'm going to do. And literally don't forget to hold, like you've got to really squeeze. And what the fuck did I do? I think like it didn't make, like it's not a big difference, but I know like it's definitely better than what it was looking like. But like honestly, like it really makes it just like even just curling your lashes makes a big difference. And if you feel like you're not ready to move on to lash clusters and you want to wear like lash strips with your natural face, I was doing that just before I moved to lash clusters. Like don't forget to curl the lash to make it look a little better, and don't curl from the base because all you're gonna do is hurt your eyeline. Curl like from the middle or from the end. It really depends. You have to be self-aware when you're doing these things. You need to know your style, you need to know what suits your face, your eye shape, okay? You need to look at all of that stuff. Honestly, it's not that hard. It's all there. Just TikTok it. I would say Google it, but don't Google it. TikTok it, okay? TikTok it, like it's all there, literally. But yeah, and then the last thing, like I said, if you stayed until the end of the fucking video, probably put like bookmarks and all of that, so you're probably just gonna skip to the end to see this. Fair and fine. I love the support regardless, okay? Like what I'm doing next is like, this is what I used to do. you ready? Literally lash strips. Okay, as you can see, these have gone through it. I literally had three of these, and I used to just pick out a few and a few from each. So now I have like, this is what's left. I just ended up putting all of them into this one case. That's all that's left. I haven't used them in months, to be honest. Yeah, but this is literally what I use. Like, you find a set of lashes that you love, make sure you pay attention to the style. You find a set of strip lashes that you love, you think, ooh, like, oh, this is like one I would definitely do. Like, you see this lash, all these lash strips have been used, obviously. Like, you see that? This is a lash strip I would do. You see how it's small to big? I would definitely use that. But because these are lash strips, it's probably going to be too big for your eyes, okay? So make sure to cut it like what you're supposed to do when you wear strip lashes. And like I said, I will do a tutorial for strip lashes eventually. But make sure, yeah, just be aware, like, you can use strip lashes, okay? Unfortunately, I don't have my scissors on me. Like, someone has my scissors right now. This is what I would do, okay? I have got a razor right now, okay? You see these little sections over there? So I've got my tiny little sewing scissors that I usually use for this. You can also use a big one, but it's best to get tiny scissors as small as you can and use those. And you literally cut where those sections are. Each section, I'm gonna do that for you just now. Literally the tiniest one, okay? That's the one from the inner corner. You place it, boom, bada bing, bada boom. You do the next one. Literally so simple. Literally get your little pieces. It's best to keep them in order of how you cut them. It's so that you don't like end up putting the wrong one. Like, see that? Those lashes, that's like half of the lash. So I would say cut the entire lash into sections first, right? Then from there, you're probably just gonna pick out, I would probably pick out this one and skip that one instead, and then put the next section, because you want to put the whole lash, obviously. The most important ones are the biggest size, the biggest part, the longest part of the lash, and the smallest part, because that's probably why you want the lash in the first place. So you have to keep those in the section, okay? And then literally same method, lash, okay? Where's my lash glue? Where's my lash ring, okay? You dip it. It's normal thing. These still work as lash clusters. They're literally just like lash clusters, right? And you just apply it as usual. This is the same application, you just don't have to style it because it's already styled. I would take so much time picking out the right lash strips to make sure I had the style I wanted, because there's no going back in that case. Unlike just getting a set like this, I can mess up as many times as I want to, but once you get a pair, you have to make sure you get the right style. Otherwise, you're just gonna cry because your lashes look really ugly and not like how you expected them to be, okay? And at the end of the day, it really takes time, to be honest. Take time, be patient with yourself, okay? Be really patient with yourself. And to be honest, just be a perfectionist. The more you're a perfectionist, the easier it's gonna be, because you're gonna expect so much from yourself. You're gonna take your time to do the work, and boom, it's gonna work out. Honestly, if you take your time to make it perfect, it's most likely gonna end up just how you wanted it to, okay? What do they say? My chemistry teacher used to always say this, or my geography teacher, no idea, whichever one, aim for the sky, land on the clouds. So if you're aiming to be perfect, you're gonna end up being just how you want it to be. Like, maybe if you want it to be perfect, then ooh, that's a whole different thing. But like, yeah, guys, I know I kind of rushed the end because I literally recorded like 20 minutes of nothing. Well, because it didn't record. So like, this has been much longer for me than it has for you guys, and I hope I did not miss anything at all. But I'm so grateful if you came to watch my video. I'm so grateful. I hope you guys are excited for the next one. I will make sure to post every single Friday. It's probably not going to be always on this series, but I'm definitely going to post every Friday. I'm going to have different I've got different ideas, so many different ideas for different types of shows, series. Like, I'm trying to make different categories in my playlist. I'm gonna make different playlists for different videos. But yeah, like, if you guys have any suggestions, don't be afraid to comment down below what you think. Please make sure to like, share, and I was literally about to say describe and subscribe. Yes. Anyways, I'm sorry for the light change and everything, but thank you guys for watching. I hope you liked my video. If you didn't, don't be afraid to critique me, okay? Like, we're all learning at the end of the day. I'm not a perfectionist. I'm not like the master of this. I'm just trying to share what I know, and you to share what you know, so we can grow together, because this is about Zim girls getting on their Zoom. Obviously, this is open to everybody. I'm just mainly targeting Zim girls for this specific playlist. I just want all my Zim girls to know and feel pretty at the end of the day. I've got so many videos planned, and yeah, guys, this is these are my socials, or the side, I don't know where I'm gonna put my socials. These are my socials. Please like, share, and subscribe. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, please, Pookie, please, like, do it for me. Please subscribe, please. I don't want to leave, guys. I just feel so at home with you guys right now. Like, it was rough the last half of the video, but I really liked being here, and I just don't want to leave because I can only come back next week. Thank you guys for watching, okay? Bye.